every morning I wake up, and after I've been awake for a little bit, an hour or so, I check my email. And I see this email, and I read it. It's my very first hate mail. So it's like, okay, short, sweet, and I'll put it up to share. Blacked out a lot of it because there was just a lot of hateful words in there that it's sad. It really saddens me that there's that much hate in somebody's heart. At least that's how it comes across. I don't know, maybe I look at it, I feel sorry for this individual, as in I think they're really hurting, and that's for whatever reason why they lashed out. I have no idea. Maybe they wanted to join the Marines or whatever branch, but I'm taking Marines because of what this message said. And it's just, to me, it's silly. Life is so short, and to worry about something so silly, it's like I said, it's sad. But I don't know what this person has gone through, or where they're coming from, but I do not tolerate hate. So that's like one reason why I blackened it out, the text to share. So the rest of it, it's very short and sweet. When I read it, I look at life like it's a joke, like funny, haha, just because of so much that I've been through in my life that's been bad. So things amuse me, and I get told a lot it's a defense mechanism, whatever. But if that's the reason or that, I don't know. But I'm reading it, and the very last line on there, they about the Marines, it's always been a 31 for the ASVAB. Douche. I'm like, douche? It's like, I know you're not talking about me. It's like, you don't have the cojones to sign your own name. You got to sign it with an alias, douche. So I mean, that's where my mind went. I laughed, but then it's sad. Like I said, there's so much hatred going around, and it's life is short. But anyways, wanted to share that. That's my first experience with any type of negative hate type content from a viewer. And unfortunately, this individual did not even put their real name. They signed it douche. All right, trying to make light of it. But I try to put myself in other people's shoes as to, like I said, maybe they wanted to join and, they weren't able to. Maybe they tried to join when it was a 32 and they had that 31. Who knows? So I figured I would share the message for the reason being this is a teaching moment. And the teaching moment that I see in this lesson is the fact that ASVAB scores change. Entry scores change. So, for instance, after 9/11, the numbers dropped across the board, all the branches, because they needed people to join. So by dropping the numbers, they were able to recruit more individuals. When manning levels get to be too high to where they need to reduce, they do something called a force shaping tool. So they either changed requirements for the PFA, things of that nature, or they changed the ASVAB score. So numbers change. The Marines were a 32. They are now currently a 31. And I did put that in my video from yesterday. So I own that. I got some hate mail. But, the lesson here is numbers change. So if you are an individual that is struggling, to meet the minimal requirement which is a 31 for the Army, and that's the lowest, the branch with the lowest score. You know, don't give up. Study your butt off. You know, if you gotta pay a tutor, if you don't have the money, you know, what I'll even do is I have a PDF version. I'll link it down below for you guys to download the ASVAB for Dummies, and you know, just study. You know, so you don't even have to go to the bookstore, you don't have to go to the library, you don't have to go anywhere. You just download that, put it on, you know, whatever your laptop or that you have, and study it. Study your heart out, because you got to study. You know, not everyone understands everything that's on the ASVAB, and the math is probably the most difficult. From anyone I've talked to, that's what most individuals struggle with, is the math. You know, so study it, and I'm providing you with a free version. So, you know, things change. You know, God forbid. Oh my God, that Panera's gone. Wow. You know, things change. You know, God forbid we have another 9/11 type event. Those numbers are going to drop again. They're going to bring more individuals in. You know, because when they did that last time, I said they had a whole influx of people that came in, and you know, along with ASVAB's scores, the percentile, other things that change are also the programs. So just because today you're being told, no, you cannot enlist in whatever branch because of whatever XYZ, give it time. That's one thing that's constant about the military, is change. Things are constantly changing, constantly. You know, after 9/11, the Navy came up with these programs to where not only did they drop the score, but they brought a bunch of individuals in that advanced pay grade APG program, along with non-prior session, where those individuals did not go to boot camp. They did not go to A school. Everything was on-the-job training. And many of them are still serving today. So if you're ever in the fleet, especially if you are a prior service and you're wondering, you know, what is up with this reservist? You know, they're not on the same page. Like, you know, they should have learned this in boot camp or, you know, A school. It's because there are still some out there from, you know, back in the 2003, 2004 time frame when they were coming on board that never went to boot camp or A school. So like I said, educate yourself. There are programs that you may not be aware of. And for instance, like this, getting a little off topic, which I do, I'm sorry, but the ASVAB scores, they change. So, you know, just wait. Just wait 5 minutes, 5 months, you know, 5 years, depending on what it is, and it'll change. Give it time, it'll change. And that I can say, trust me on, because over the 28-year span that I served, I saw so many changes and things implemented and then brought back and changed again and then taken away and modified. And so, yeah, you know, and I own that. Like I said yesterday, maybe I should have just made a new video, but hey, I still make my videos on my iPhone. You make do. And like I said, I own it. That, yeah, so anyways, there's a lesson in everything. No matter how good or bad something is, I always try to look at the lesson. There's something there to be taught. So that is my golden nugget for the day. You know, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I will be back tomorrow with another video, because that is my goal this month, March of 2020, is to make a video every day, regardless if it's a 1-minute video or however long. Okay, I want to make videos, get a bunch of information out to you guys. And like this here, this was actually not a planned video, but it was a teaching moment that presented itself by me receiving this email from this individual. And you know, if this individual, I don't know if they're subscribed to my channel or just a troll or what, but whatever it is, you know, I wish you all the best in the world. And you know, if there's anything I can do to you know, to help, just let me know, you know. But yeah, so until the next video, take care, please be safe, and I hope you all have a very, very good day. All right, bye.